Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Dowagiac Chieftain Football on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Pat Bakeman and Sean Williamson in the booth for your Dowagiac Chieftains. The broadcast of today's game is copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the description or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Tonight, the Chieftains are hosting the first round of the Michigan High School Athletic Association playoffs. Dowagiac stands at 3-3 on the season. They will be hosting the 4-2 South Haven Rams. With me in the booth, my partner, 1990 Class BB state champion, Sean Williamson. Sean, former Cincinnati head coach Homer Rice once said, "You can motivate by fear and you can motivate by reward, but both those methods are only temporary. The only lasting thing is self-motivation." What's the self-motivation for Dowagiac tonight here hosting South Haven at home?
I think the self-motivation, to begin with, you're in the extended season. It's a 500 season. You might not have made it here, so you don't want to leave anything on the table, take anything for granted. Definitely, you're with a neighboring foe. We know about South Haven. Haven't played them in a season or so, but we're very familiar with the Rams. They're going to come out with a different look tonight. But for Dowagiac, they got to soak up the moment and find that chieftain pride.
Chieftain pride last week was all over the field. Dowagiac beat Niles 20-0 to be able to host this home game. We talked about it all week. Hey, if things went in Dowagiac's favor, this could happen. Chieftains cannot overlook the South Haven Rams team, even though all time Dowagiac has owned South Haven. South Haven's got two running backs, Thunder and Lightning. Can Dowagiac's defense hold tough against these two guys that have really torn it up on the season for South Haven?
South Haven's going to come out in a look, Pat, that you're not typically used to seeing out of South Haven. Years past, they've always been more of a spread offense, shotgun, spreading things out, throwing the ball around, running trick plays. We ad-lib to the old famous hook and ladder play. And
from 07.
It's 07. There you go. I'm cutting right into your style. But tonight you're going to see more of a single wing look out of South Haven, Pat.
Yeah, Trent Hill last week, 12 carries, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trevor Winkle, he had 19 carries for 195 yards and 3 touchdowns. In week 4, he had 17 carries for 143 yards and 1 touchdown in that win over Berrien Springs when South Haven won 28-18. He had a run of 60 yards. This team has some big play potential against this Dowagiac defense.
Why don't you tell me more and the folks at home more about how much yards do you think they might be gaining off the right side of the line of scrimmage?
Well, they like to run off balance. They'll move their linemen around, put a tight end, a sniffer back, as you call it, as a fullback right behind the guard. South Haven is a dangerous team. This Chieftain defense is really going to have to dig in tonight.
Let's talk about the guard. How many people might snap the ball as a center tonight?
It looks like they rotate. When they go off balance, they just move the guard and center. They just switch spots.
They move the ball.
They just move
the ball.
No
one's
ball.
Really, yeah, right. So it's a dual center approach. It's a shotgun style, but they have a big guy down there, don't they? They definitely have a uncharacteristically large player down there on that right side of the line.
Well, they have a few guys. Jamin Summers is 6'3", 350.
And he moves.
And he can move. And then you got Preston. He's 6 foot 225, and Contreras is 6 foot 225. Brow, the other lineman for South Haven, 250, and Willett is 170. So they've got some beef up front. It's going to be a big challenge for your Chieftain defense here on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Oh, yeah. I try to lead you to the tail of the tape.
6 minutes. Chieftains brought 15 ball boys tonight.
Hey, they like the playoffs too.
Field looks good, dude.
Looks real good.
Looks dry.
Live at Chris Taylor Alumni Field. Sean, the field looks beautiful again here in Dowagiac. That nice orange D with the feather hanging off of it. The numbers all orange with black outlines all down the 10-yard lines there, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
It's Halloween Eve, right?
Halloween Eve.
Halloween Eve?
Yep, got the pink ribbons for October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Sean, this matchup here tonight, when you look at the difference in size, speed, and athleticism, who are you going to give it to on the Ozzer equipment, size, speed, and athleticism?
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to slide the size directly over to South Haven. They have a lot of beef. They got some height, too. I think we can match with them quite well. But, just pure size, definitely got to go to South Haven.
Yeah, South Haven, 15 players over 6 foot, 11 over 200, and 1 over 300. Your Chieftains, they've got 17 over 6 foot, but only 9 over 200 pounds. If you're looking at speed, who are you going with, Dowagiac or South Haven?
I think it's an even keel, just simply because I think they have more speed in key positions than we do. So I think South Haven might get a little bit of an edge, but it's really close.
Who are you going with for athleticism?
Chieftains can't ever count the Chieftains out athletically.
So there you go. Your size, South Haven, speed, South Haven, and athleticism, Dowagiac. Brought to you on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network by Ozzer Equipment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, where?
South Haven getting ready to take the field. Dowagiac in the locker room right now. We're close to kickoff. We'll have the national anthem here in a minute. Sean, we like to do predictions. I had a longtime listener, Gary Bailey, said to me today, hey, you and Sean always pick the Chieftains. It's never even close on how you're thinking. And I said, hey, I'm always a homer, so I'm always going to go with the Chieftains. But if you're going to make a prediction here on the Dr. Kripe pregame prediction, who would you go with?
Well, I can't ever go against my Chiefs. I can see this being a mid to higher scoring affair. Dowagiac's going to scratch out 24 to South Haven's 21.
24 to 21. And, I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go back to the 07 machine, Sean, and I'm going to take Dowagiac 54 to South Haven's 22 when Dowagiac beat them the last time they met at home here at Chris Taylor Alumni Field playoffs.
We've had a Rubik's Cube experiment going on with Coach Brooks for 6 weeks. He's been moving people around. He said he's really, really playing for extended week one. Well, we're extended to week one. We have McPhail back tonight. We have Denny White back tonight. So we have some senior leadership back on the field. It's going to be interesting.
Possibly Jordan Harden.
Jordan Harden is tonight. He's playing tonight. He's suited up. And, good call. I missed that. And Jordan's been a huge benefit. He came up strong in week 2 and week 3 and has played solid all season. But what's going to come out? What's going to happen offensively?
Who's going to be your fence master player of the game? Who are predicting right now?
If Malachi Hayes gets the start, I think he might have his breakout moment.
I'm going to go with Haynes, too. Haynes has been steady Eddie, and, you almost feel bad that we haven't given him a fence master, offensive or defensive player of the game, but that's just what he does.
Well,
he's grinding out 90 to 100 yards.
This, right?
Yeah, right.
We know what the potential level is of these kids, so we kind of wait for them to have that moment. And right now, we're going to honor America and have our moment.
That's right. We're getting ready for the national anthem here at Chris Taylor Alumni Field. The Chieftains on the 45-yard line dressed in all black, orange numbers. South Haven is lined up on their sideline going north to south. They're in gold pants, gold helmets, purple numbers, and white jerseys. The refs are standing right on that Dowagiac D, and as we're going to go silent for the national anthem on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Here we go on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Pat Bakeman, Sean Williamson in the booth for your Dowagiac Chieftains. Chieftains got some big shoes to fill here, first round of the playoffs. Last time we hosted at home was against Buchanan. Sean, you asked me that last week, and I said I've got to come up with an answer for him on that. Chieftains won that game.
It took some feats, though, didn't it?
Yes.
Took a couple heroic plays.
Absolutely. Chieftains won the toss and will defer. They'll be kicking left to right. Your Dowagiac Chieftains stand at 3-3. They've got 566 students. South Haven with 533. South Haven stands at 4-2. All-time, your Chieftains, 418 wins, 225 losses, 10 ties. South Haven, not a winning program, 277 wins, 333 losses, and 5 ties. Chieftains have made the playoffs 55 of 71 years since 1950. South Haven, 34 of 71 times. All-time versus South Haven, Dowagiac, 20 games. Dowagiac is 18-2. Your Chieftains' best seasons, 1990 state champs, 1996 Region 1 champs. South Haven's best season, 2008. They were 6-4, and they won 2 playoff games. That's the year they lost to Holland Christian 53-25. They lost to the Chieftains 55-42 in week 1 that year. So your Chieftains right here lacing it up, kicking left to right. Nate Judd coming off that disappointing loss for your Chieftains in that soccer regional championship there. But however, representing your Chieftains good. Chieftains swinging those arms, going left and right. Nice kick. Going to hit around the 5. Returning up to the 20, going to the left side of the field. Lozano lays a guy out right in front of the kick returner, and he's going to get to the 26 before he's brought down. South Haven ball.
Great special teams effort again. I've raved all season about the special teams. Some of the finest looking units I've seen in a while. They stay in their lanes. They show great discipline. They're going to stop South Haven around the 26-yard line.
Chieftains in the first quarter have only given up 1 touchdown. They've allowed 7 points in the first quarter. So let's see if that defense can hold tight. You got Stewart playing the right end. You got Bailey playing right inside of him with Braxton Whitaker. And then you looks like Vicente Madison number is over there on the left side. He was out last week. South Haven comes out slot right, sniffer back to the right, running back to the left of the quarterback. He's going to take the draw right up the middle, and the Chieftains are going to hold strong, and they're only going to give up 2 yards on that carry. The quarterback, number 12, Caleb Bodfish. He's 6 foot 170.
Reasonable arm as well.
Yeah, he was throwing nice. He looked like he had a nice ball in the pregame. Safeties for your Chieftains tonight, you got Collier and White. At corner, you got Lozano and Ward. Play in the middle, the big middle linebackers, you got Terrence Price. And the big guy, Brian Paredes, 5'8", 190. White walks it right up to the line like a monster back. Dowagiac looks like they're in a 5-2. Direct snap to the running back. He's going to go off the right side, and he's going to pick up 5 yards right in front of that South Haven bench, tackled at the 35.
Chieftains flowed well, but South Haven putting a lot of bodies to the edge, able to get some blocks.
That's Trevor Winkle. He's 5'9", 160, running the ball.
It's going to be night of discipline here. Watch.
Trent Till, the other running back, 5'7", 150. You got Collier's about 15 yards off the ball. He's playing center field back there for the Chieftains.
Need some discipline here.
Chieftains ends are standing up. South Haven goes into a 3-point stand. Direct snap. He's going to run it up the middle. Oh, he's going to be met by that middle linebacker who puts the wood to him. I think they're going to give him the first down. Paredes came through with the juice on that one.
Good read by Paredes. South Haven just basically, quarterback's taking that snap and looking for the seam, looking for the fold block, and he's trying to tuck in behind it. He will move the chains, but Paredes came through and put a good, solid hit to let him know that it's not going to be easy yards in the middle of the night.
Now look at it. They let the center bring the ball up to the line and set it down. Dowagiac showing blitz, and Paredes is going to, he was showing blitz, and he just couldn't quite stop himself. And that'll be the first penalty tonight to go against your Dowagiac Chieftains.
You can look for South Haven to continue to alter that snap count, and that's going to be a big advantage for them. They're not going to do a whole lot offensively.
So they let the center take the ball into the huddle with them. The referee marks the spot, and then the center comes up, whoever they elect to be the center, and sets the ball. Lots of bodies to the left for South Haven. Now the other middle linebacker goes off sides for Dowagiac, and they're going to give South Haven 10 quick yards.
Chieftains ready to hit. One thing that's been a big positive for this team is the physicality on defense. And Chieftains are going to have to show a little bit of discipline. And South Haven is going to do everything they can to slow down those linebackers.
Those middle linebackers just looking to trade a little paint here early. Direct snap, going to go to the left. Followed by, it looks like Paredes is going to dive through there and tackle him at the line of scrimmage.
So Paredes gets to the edge from the backside, able to make a good open field tackle, gets his head to the right side of the body, brings down the carrier, very short gainer. It'll be second and long.
Puts him at about the 48-yard line on the left side of the field, right in front of the Chieftain bench. That's one of the Smith brothers over here on our side, playing this outside linebacker, Stuart Smith. Stuart Smith, he's 6'1", 180. You got Mad Manny Madison, this junior. He's 6 foot 160. He's standing up on the other outside linebacker spot. Direct snap. Till's going to take it up the middle. He's not going to get very far.
He lost the handle on the ball, able to get back on top of it as Dowagiac put good pressure again into those gaps. South Haven will throw the ball. They got a couple pass plays they like to run.
That was Michael Smith in there on the tackle. .8:43 to go in the first quarter. South Haven on the opening drive. They're at the 50-yard line. They walk up and set the ball. Now the ref backs up away from it. Chieftain linebackers are off the line of scrimmage. Looking to read and react. Direct snap going to the right. Bailey giving chase. He's not going to get to him. They try to cuff him in, and they're going to. And that'll make it 4th down and 2. Nice shoestring tackle on the ground by, I believe, Collier. Be right about the 44-yard line, right in between there.
Chiefs in secondary getting penetration. Get open field. It was a shoelacer, but it gets them down. South Haven definitely likes to get bodies moving in one direction. They will run a counter play. You're going to see quick tosses, counters, and powers. They haven't used the sniffer back yet.
Now Ward, he's out there in no man's land, really no one to cover, so he's just going to make sure that he keeps containment from that right cornerback spot. Dowagiac showing blitz. They're going to try to run away from the blitz, and they're going to jump over, and I think they're going to get it on their second effort there.
Again, very close. Very close. Looks like they do have it.
I think that Dowagiac's going to take them a quarter to figure out this offense because we haven't seen one like that this year.
Yeah, well,
Paul kind of had something like that.
it's definitely going to be an adjustment, but just trying to slow it down. And they're doing a good job. I mean, both fourth down conversions were not by much, you know.
First down and 10, ball outside the 42, off the right hash, going right to left. South Haven Rams helmets, boy, they're lit up like they look like Notre Dame helmets from here, shiny. South Haven's offensive line's making signals to each other. They go down a three-point step. It's going to be a little reverse, and he's going to be tackled after a pickup of 3. So they brought the wing back across the formation and just handed him the ball off, and then they pulled that guard and tried to make a lane for him, but the Dowagiac defense holding tough.
Little trap block in the middle. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
So Bailey comes on, and Whitaker goes off. Whitaker, 5'9", 160, and they sub in Wyatt Bailey, who's 6'2", 260, right into the middle. It looks like he's going to go right over the ball. Wide receiver to the left, stiffer back, wing back to the left, running back to the left. They run to the left. Right behind that offensive lineman, he's going to be tripped up, pick up 2 yards. It looks like Paredes last off the pile.
Yeah, and Bailey stood up the center in the guard, and he gets down on the ankles and pretty cleans it up from the top side. So I like seeing early adjustments, Pat. We used to talk about, sometimes not waiting until halftime to make some adjustments. So good to see, the Chieftains moving some different size around on that front. They're definitely making South Haven earn it. 3rd and 6.
So South Haven comes out of the snap, and offensive linemen go to different spots. They don't stay in the same spot. Everyone to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it off the left. He's going to get to the outside. Dowagiac's going to get some containment. Price is going to come in and stick him. He's going to roll off of him, and that's going to make it 4th down and short.
Price sticks him, doesn't get the wrap. Hits him a little high, but slows him down, and the Chieftain defense, who's shown good pursuit all season, doesn't disappoint.
Trevor Winkle just took the direct snap, so he stands next to the quarterback, Caleb Bodfish, and Bodfish doesn't always get the ball. Very interesting offense. It's got to be a tough one to figure out. I'm sure the Chieftains had a hard time all week working on that one. South Haven still marching right to left. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They've had 3 first downs. They're chewing this clock up. And we're going to have a timeout by South Haven on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network.
Going to chew that clock up, ain't they?
Mm-hmm. Fourth down and 3. South Haven going for it again. This will be their 3rd 4th down conversion on this drive if they can get it. Everyone got man in motion, wing back. They're going to run away from him. They got a little bit of a lane, and they're going to put the shoulder down, and he's finally going to be tackled, but I think they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, a little past the line, I think, so they'll move those sticks, I'm sure, again.
Boy, that Jamin Sumner, 6'3", 350, he's a load out there, Sean. That might be the biggest offensive lineman Dowagiac's faced since week 1 against Paw Paw. As South Haven gets that first down. How about this? Checking in an outside linebacker, Zane McPhail, back on the field for your Chieftains. It's good to have the senior back, and he hasn't played there that much this season, but we saw him a lot last year at this position. No stranger to the defense, so Zane getting on the field. He's playing on the left side. Bailey's in the middle.
Gives you that tall edge player.
Everyone's to the right, tight end to the left, and they're going to draw Dowagiac offsides again. That'll be their 3rd penalty of this drive.
Chieftains looking to get at it, but they're going to have to settle down just a little bit.
4:38 to go in the first. Now they're right on one of those.
Chieftain's nose tackle. That's the last guy you want jumping off. The guy in the ball.
So first down and 5. They're going to run it to the right. That's Bodfish. Bodfish is going to get hit pretty hard and taken to the ground is, let's see, that was Terrence Price on the hit.
Price getting to the edge well again.
That was Trent Till. So Till was standing next to Bodfish, and they did the direct snap. It happened so fast, Sean, that these defensive players to be able to figure this out so fast just goes to show you how skilled they are, how much practice they've been putting in. Chieftains will be second down and 4 at the 26. Let's see if they call up a blitz here. Let's see what Price and Paredes do. They're roaming around the middle. South Haven goes in their snap. Driving back to pass. Bodfish looking for a man. He's got a man wide open, and he throws it low. It was right up the middle, and in coverage was Collier and Ward.
Yeah, just inside that right seam. Basic drop back, let it fly. Chieftains had good coverage. Kind of a unique call on second and short. You know, it's a good time to get there, but coming off a 1st and 5.
Collier and Ward were right there to contest that pass. They roll. Hollis goes to the right. He's the wide receiver. They're in a straight tee out of the shotgun. They're going to direct snap it. Hands it off, going off the left side, and he's not going to get anywhere. And that'll make it a 4th down and a long 4, maybe even 5 here as the Chieftain defense is hanging in. Bend but don't break.
It was unique. Straight tee behind the shotgun.
That might be the first time I've ever seen that formation.
But Cameron Johnson figured it out, and he got in the backfield, and he got behind the play, and it was a TFL, tackle for loss.
Cameron Johnson. There's a name we haven't called in a couple weeks. He got hot early in the season.
Yep.
Chieftains are going to need him to get hot here. 4th down and 6. Ball at the 28-yard line. Wing got a sniffer back to the right, running back to the left. No, it's quarterback. Quarterback rolling to the right, looking to throw. Throws a deep pass, and it's going to be caught and dropped. The Chieftains catch a break on that one.
So Bodfish will have an incompletion on that one.
Kind of looked like someone casting a lure up high, didn't it? Just kind of hung up there in the sky. So with 2:59 to go in the first quarter, Dowagiac going to take over. Turnover on downs by South Haven.
Good defensive stand. Now Dowagiac's going to have to come out and take advantage of the stop.
Haynes will be the quarterback. Peyton Collette the center. He runs the ball up, places it. Dowagiac's going to come out in the wing. 2 wing backs, 1 goes in motion. Haynes going to run to the right, quarterback keeper. He's trying to get it out to the outside, and he's going to be contained in by the South Haven defense, and he'll lose a yard on that one, and we got a Chieftain down. Oh, he's getting up. Well, that's big Brennan Lozano. You know, I got a chance to talk to him today. You know what he told me? He said, I don't even want to run the ball.
Oh.
I just want to block and hit somebody.
I just want to hit people.
Just want to hit people. So he said, Coach, you put me in the backfield, just run it behind me. I'll hit somebody.
Yep.
Not the biggest guy on the team, but Lozano, 5'8", 140, definitely pound for pound, a true Chieftain. Price will be the fullback. 2 wings, 2 tight ends. We're going to run it up the middle by Haynes. He's going to keep it, and nothing doing it. South Haven has seen that on film before, and they're going to stop him for a gain of maybe 2.
So a little forward momentum. So bring up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like Medlin is out there at left tackle for the Chieftains. So you got Medlin at the left side, Wyatt Bailey at the right side, 2 freshmen on the left side of that line. Max Stelmaziak, the left guard. Ryan Roach, the right guard. And Peyton Collette, the center. Haynes surveys the defense. They're in about a 4-3. It looks like they're going to hand it off to Price up the middle. Price is going to drive, and he's going to be short of the 1st down.
Very close, though.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
He's holding up 4 fingers on the far side.
3rd down.
The side.
Oh, they're going to see. The one ref saying it's a 1st down. All right, they gave it to him. Nice hard run by Price.
Chieftains efficient out of the huddle. Now we're carrying the ball to the line of scrimmage as well. Is there a rule with the ball tonight? Is it a COVID restriction?
It must be. Wide receiver to the right, tight end to the left. They run it to Price up the middle. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage before he gets his legs taken out from under him, and he's going to cross over the 40-yard line just barely.
Hey, we'll call it 3. Just a good little dive off the right side. Nothing spectacular.
So McPhail comes on the field now. Now, McPhail played tight end last year. Let's see if they line him up at tight end. Oh, no, looks like he's going to be in the wing. He's back there in the wishbone. He's the left wishbone back. Paredes, the fullback, and Collier, the right. They give it to Collier going to the left. He's going to be met by the middle linebacker of South Haven. He's going to try to drive, and on his second effort, he's going to pick up another 2 yards and be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and short 2, long 3 maybe with under 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
Defensively, South Haven, pretty solid across the front.
Harden out wide at wide receiver, Sean. He looks like he can beat him. He's got nobody on him. Not even paying attention to him. They're going to run it off the right side of the line. Big pile there.
It'll be enough to move the sticks.
They never really tackled him, so that'll end the quarter with Dowagiac getting a first down there. Scoreless at Chris Taylor Alumni Field on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Bring you in.
Back streaming live, Chris Taylor Alumni Field in Dowagiac. Pat Bakeman and Sean Williamson bringing you round 1 of the MHSAA High School Football Playoffs. And we got a battle going on here. We have the South Haven Rams visiting your Chieftains with the ball. We're starting the second quarter. Chieftains on their first drive. The South Haven has pretty much chewed away the majority of quarter number 1.
So Dowagiac going to be on a 1st down and 10. Ball right outside the 50-yard line, going right to left. The all black jerseys, black helmets. Haynes dropping back to pass. Dowagiac is going to complete their first pass. He's down the sideline. No one's going to catch Harden. 10, 5, touchdown. Jordan Harden, the first reception for the Chieftains on the season, results in a 51-yard touchdown. Dowagiac's up 6-0.
We talked about this before the game. I heard the Chieftains might just drop back in a 3-step and throw the ball and just try and spread that defense out some, which is what they've been needing to do.
And what did we talk about before the end of the quarter? Horton was out there by himself.
I had a little guy sitting next to me saying, hey, throw the ball to that guy. They're not covering him.
How about this, Sean? Welcome home, Jordan Harden, on your touchdown reception. Nate Judd on to attempt the extra point with 11:50 to go in the second quarter. Collier, the holder. Lozano, the snapper. Sets his tee. Right-footed kicker. He's got white gloves on. He's got those soccer socks on. Snap looks good. Hold looks good. Kick is up. The kick is a high one, and it's going, and it is good. Dowagiac 7, South Haven 0. 11:50 to go in the second quarter on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network.
I thought I was going to get picked.
So the sophomore quarterback Haynes hooks up with the junior wide receiver Hart. We haven't seen him play wide receiver all season. That looked pretty good, Sean, to give Dowagiac the 7-0 lead as they get ready to kick off.
You can bet they'll be looking at it again. And one thing it's going to do is open up that running game.
Judd's kicking off, going right to left. It's a end-over-end wobbler, going to hit at the 20. To the 25, got a wall in front of him, looking for some room, get some room. He's got Ward to beat. Ward's going to cut him off and tackle him as Collier comes from behind to take his legs out, and South Haven is going to have real good field position here. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 47 or 48-yard line.
Dave Collier has played with explosiveness and fire all season long, and again, not one of the biggest guys on the field, but he plays like a 200-pounder.
So let's see if Bodfish there, he threw 2 passes in the first quarter, almost completed both of them. South Haven down. Bodfish has a running back to his left. He likes to give it to Winkle, and he does. Winkle's looking maybe to pass. Now he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage as Dowagiac contains him on that sideline right in front of their bench.
Do you see what big plays can do? Do you see the little bit of extra momentum, the extra Chieftain pride coming out after a big play? Just take South Haven for a 4-yard loss.
Chieftains have changed it up a little bit on their defense from week 1 to now. Like we thought they would. Coach Brooks has been preaching it. You said it earlier. He's been the Rubik's Cube of his team. He said he wanted to be dialed in for the playoffs. Wasn't so concerned with their wins or losses during the year as they finished 500. So you got Bailey, the Smith brothers, Cameron Johnson, and Vicente Madison there. Little left wing, or the right wing back's going to try to go to the left side, and that Chieftain defense is going to be there. Nothing doing. Paredes and company on the tackle.
And company. You'd have to think somebody's watched some films this week because Dowagiac just took him back for another 4 yards.
Don't forget the Chieftains on their schedule. They've always been the little dog on the field. They've been
this
the underdog.
This is the first team they're playing that's within 20 students of the same size. Everyone else has had 200 more.
Absolutely. And last week, Niles, they had 300 more, and the Chieftains held them scoreless. Now, in comparison, South Haven let Niles score 20 on them. So Dowagiac has a good chance of scoring some points here tonight. 3rd down and a long ball. Bodfish looking to pass. It's a screen. He's got Tillman underneath there, and he's going to get to the left sideline. Ward trying to bring him down. Can't bring him down. He tiptoes the sideline. Points for a block. Gets the block, and then gets all the way down to the 28-yard line as Winkle caught that, and he ran behind Till.
And Denny White took him almost to pad him out of bounds. That was a great hit by Denny White.
That was a huge one.
Because South Haven, by way of the old simple screen pass, able to get blockers in front of them, and that's one thing the Rams are good at is getting bodies in front of bodies.
Put that at the 25-yard line, right in front of that old concession stand by Pat Ham. So Bodfish got Winkle to his left, Till to his right now. Till's the wingback. They'll bring him in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver. He's going to come all the way across on the reverse, the short side of the field. He's going to be tackled by the shoulder pad, but I think they're going to call that a little cowboy collar or a face mask, as that was Hollis on the carry.
Be nice if it was a hold. And Chieftains think it's going to be against the Rams.
Holding.
And it is a hold.
South Haven.
Yeah, we'll take that. That'll back
Haven.
them up a little bit. Definitely take them out of field goal range.
Back them up, back them up, back them way up. Chieftains didn't have a good week last week penalty-wise, did they?
No, they did not. And we started to see them clean up some discipline and, into week 2, into week 3. Then they kind of got a little out of control again. Then they reeled it back in. And then, you know what?
And tonight we had a couple off cues early.
Let me tell
the Chieftains settled
the
down.
Rubik's Cube is always moving. These boys are always moving.
When this season started, we felt like this team was raw.
Oh, yeah.
Real raw.
Absolutely.
And we said from the beginning, as this team moves on, they are going to be one of the teams that gets way better. You got White out there roaming that left side, almost like a linebacker, cornerback type. He's kind of in no man's land. They're going to run his way. White's trying to get containment. Quarterback's going to cut it up the field. Actually, that's Till on the direct snap. Wyatt Bailey's going to jump on his back, and it's going to keep it in a 3rd down and real long with 9:40 to go in the second quarter. Dowagiac up 7-0.
Yeah, Michael Smith down low, Bailey up high, and good containment. It's going to bring second down and forever.
Bodfish runs over to the sideline, gets the call from the coach, comes back. So Sean pointed it out here. We were wondering why the center was walking the ball up and setting it, and we think it's a COVID rule. That way there's less people handling the ball.
Yep, I would agree.
That's our hypothesis. Nice job, Sean.
It's Friday night, dude.
It's
no
Friday
hypotheses.
night. Direct snap. He's going to fake the handoff. Till run, trying to get to the outside. They got containment. He gets away from the containment, cuts up the field, picks up 6 yards.
Michael Smith strings it out really well, and Bodfish able to just cut back underneath. But good containment again. Dowagiac, one of the best containment defenses I've seen in a long time.
I just saw it. I just saw.
You had an epiphany, or you
I
seen
did. I had
something?
an epiphany.
Okay.
Look at them South Haven linemen. They got their hands on their hips already.
Oh, yeah.
They're worn out. Dowagiac's team, Sean talked about it earlier, they're more athletic. South Haven might have the size. We might give a little edge to the speed, but Dowagiac's more athletic, and I think they might be a little more shape.
Well,
our defensive linemen are lean, mean, and clean. Their linemen look a little out of sorts right now. Let's see if Dowagiac can hold them. 3rd down and long. Look at the pass. Bodfish rolls to the right, throws it to Till, and he's not going to bring it in. And it'll be an incompletion right in front of the White there. And that'll make it 4th down and a long 15 in no man's land because...
Oh, but it's definitely 4th down territory, right?
Yeah, you're not going to punt it from here, and it's too long to kick a field goal. Unless you got a Madden card to bring up and
right?
you get that extra boost, right? Yeah.
A little long for some people.
Maybe.
Just keep your kicking shoe in the car, bud. You stay up here with me.
Right.
We'll be good.
So Hollis goes to the left.
They tighten it up so they can spread it out.
Yep, Bodfish has Till to his left. He fakes it Till. Drops back. He's going to throw the ball to Hollis. Hollis looking to get to the end zone, and he's got the defense beat on the left side. Touchdown, South Haven. We called it. We saw Bodfish go out there. You could just see it coming.
They tightened it up. They put him out wide to the left. He was their one ace. He was their only guy to go more than 7 yards downfield, and Dowagiac lets the receiver split the 2 defenders, and he pulls down 6. So at the 8-minute and 4-second mark, quarter number 2, South Haven will come on to try the PAT. They'll go for the try.
They're going to go for 2. Bodfish has Till to his left. Hollis, the wide receiver, far out to the right. They're going to give it underneath, and I don't think he got it.
He's short.
He's short, so it's going to be
no
Dowagiac
good.
7, South Haven 6 on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network.
We got a game.
We got a game.
We got a game.
It sounds good now.
We got a game.
Dowagiac Chieftains here going to receive the kick going right to left. Last season in this game, Dowagiac won in week 9, 36-0. Remember that game? Alex McIntosh had a big game, 1 fumble, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. He was the player of the game. McFell had a sack. Dowagiac completed more passes in that game than we have attempted this year. Chieftains, though, tonight, 1 for 1 throwing the ball on in a touchdown from Haynes to Harden, and that's how we got the 7-6. Hollis just scored a touchdown for South Haven, so those are your scores here. Back deep, we got Russell and Haynes. South Haven going to be kicking left to right with them shiny gold helmets. They're going to kick it towards Haynes. Haynes going to let it go over his head. He's going to field it at the 3. He's going to bring it out. He's kind of walking around. Now he's going to turn on the juice, cuts it up the field, makes a move, gets turned around, breaks a tackle, and now he gets tackled by the whole kicking team of South Haven.
Special teams collide, and Haynes gets to the 15. He was looking to play it a little slow, then make a hard break. He did. Made about 7 good yards and then ran into a little bit of a trouble spot. But good, hard run.
And don't forget tonight, Sean, this broadcast brought to you and copyrighted by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. First down and 10 for the Chieftains, going right to left. Haynes has White in the backfield. It looks like Paredes and I believe Collier. They're going to give it to Collier off the right side. No, that's McPhail. McPhail's going to get to the outside. He's going to stiff arm, and he's going to get tripped up, but I think he's going to pick up a Chieftain first down.
McPhail, again, he's kind of played all over this field in the past few years. Your quarterback, linebacker, running back tonight.
You know, a guy like McPhail, he's played so many positions. He probably knows this offense and defense inside and out. You can plug him in anywhere. He's just one of those guys. Peyton Collette brings the ball up the big center. Haynes is going to go under center. He's got Harden out wide to the right. Motion from Russell. He's going to run it behind Russell. He's going to try to get to the outside. Now he's going to cut it up. And he'll be tackled after a pickup of 3. Gets to about the 30-yard line with 7:22 to go in the half.
Yeah, Chieftains, 7 minutes, quarter number 2, 1 point lead. If they can drive downfield, hold the possession, get some points.
This half is, or this quarter's halfway done, right?
Yeah.
This is only Dowagiac's second possession. South Haven has been chewing up the clock.
Ball Hogs. I know they do a good job of possession. They take their time.
So Dylan Anderson back out there at left tackle for the Chieftains. Old Scrappy Anderson with them white cleats. Looks like they might be running to the right. They do. They run it right up the middle. And nothing doing. I believe that's Paredes. He's got the white gloves. He's easy to spot out there.
Yep, Paredes to pick up about half a yard, maybe a little more.
Make it a 3rd and a long 5. Chieftains in the middle of the field. At the beginning of the game, the sunset was so nice out across there at Pat Ham. You could see the tops of the tee. What'd you call it? That nice.
The burnt orange. The leaves are really getting into their deep, rich oranges.
And now it's just dark. Lights are on.
Another beautiful night.
Harden out wide to the left. They got somebody on him now. Chieftains are going to give it to McPhail off the right side. He's going to be spun around, picked up maybe a yard, and this might be a 4th down and punting position for the Chieftains.
Might be, but
Coach Brooks likes to go for it.
Coach Brooks is leaning on that defense an awful lot. Has a lot of pride in the offense. So
looks like he's going to go for it.
Yeah.
He's going to bring Price and White on.
Price and White.
Paredes comes off.
Price will deliver the play.
Chieftains break the snap. South Haven's going to have 4 down linemen, and Dowagiac's going to take a timeout on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network, leading 7-6 at home in the second quarter with 5:39 to go in the half. You got to punt it. You punt this. Punt it, right?
Nah. Misdirection.
So 4th down and long here. 4th down and a long 4. Ball at the 31-yard line. Chieftains are electing to go for it. Let's see if they can get it pad level here. Get that ball up the field. They're in the wishbone. Harden's to the left. Haynes going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to the right. Russell's going to run into a lineman. Now he's trying to fight for it. I don't think he got it, Sean.
He got close, but he's going to be just a hair short, about a half to quarter yard short. They'll call him short, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
You and I were kind of debating it while we were at that little break there. I was saying punt. You were saying throw the pitch. Didn't think they would run it right up the middle, but how would you not think that if you've seen this Chieftain offense all year? That's what they've been doing.
Hey, they got close. They got 4.5 of the 5 they needed, so they'll TOD it. But the defense will come out. 5 minutes left. 5:33 to be specific.
Chieftains left their ball on the field. Wyatt Bailey picks it up, and he throws a nice spiral.
Right, good tight spiral.
I saw Wyatt Bailey skateboarding around town today. He had a big old longboard. I mean, that guy's a big boy. And I said, hey, that's our two-way starter. We got to get him off that skateboard. We can't. I couldn't believe it. That guy can do anything, man.
Well, here we go. We need him to dig in deep up front now from that nose tackle spot as he's been shifted around to be the point man right in the middle of the field to take on that massive South Haven line.
See if this Chieftain defense can wear that offensive line out. Bodfish. See if he takes the snap or if it goes to the running back. Goes to the running back. Now they're going to give it back to Hollis. Hollis trying to get wide. Containment by Stewart. Stewart tries to get him on the sideline. Misses. He's up the sideline. He's finally pushed out of bounds by Collier. Pick up of 15 yards. And, Sean, if you've noticed a trend here, South Haven is running out to that left side. They don't care if it's the short or the wide side of the field. They're picking on somebody.
Yeah, they found something they like. And it worked out pretty well that time as Dowagiac struggled with containment. They spread it out, but unable to turn it back inside.
You can see White over there. He's trying to tell the coach what they're doing.
Some of that senior leadership on the field.
White's he's normally the safety, but he's right up on the line like an outside linebacker. Motion. They're going to run into the middle of the field, and they're going to get a hold of the running back from South Haven and bring him down as Trevor Winkle try to slide his way through there, and that'll make it second down and a long 7. Ball at around the 10-yard line with 5 minutes to go in the half.
Chieftains got to dig in. They got to be disciplined.
Oh, this seems like a pass play to this wide side of the field. They're long asleep. So Hollis goes wide to the right. Bodfish has a
Chieftains over the top, dual coverage.
direct snap. Winkle's trying to find a way to get through there. Bailey chases, gets him from behind, and they're going to bring him down with Paredes and White on the pile. That'll make it 3rd down and 5.
White doing a good job, and he's another guy that's so unilateral as a player. He can run the ball. He can probably play good mean nose tackle too. Strong wrestler, good speed, just good athlete.
Bodfish runs to the sideline, gets the coach from Mark Eddy. Gets the call from coach. Hollis is going to kind of walk out there to the left side. He's got the tight end, Boss, next to him. Boss is a freshman. Direct snap. Winkle's going to take it off the left side. Now he's going to try to cut up the middle. Big pile from the Chieftains. That'll be real close. I think they're going to give him a 1st down on that.
Looks like he's short.
Oh, no.
He's short. Yeah, I think he's a little short.
Oh, okay. We'll take that. That'll make it 4th down and real short. Sean, right here, jailbreak blitz, right? You bring everybody. You bring the heat.
You just don't jump off sides.
Just don't jump off sides. Okay, let's start there. You don't jump off sides, but you bring that inside. The middle's got to be coming right here.
Yeah.
You got to think Paredes and Price are coming.
Put an extra man up front, slant them, and then blitz off their hips and, try and get in that backfield.
Tell Ward to keep Hollis right on his hip pocket. So Winkle.
This is the downside to doing things out of the shotgun.
They're going to hand it off. Oh, no. Let's see what we got here. We got a timeout.
And Zane McPhail had a clean look for a second.
Timeout by South Haven with 3:13 to go in the half. Trailing to the Dowagiac Chieftains 7-6 on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Bye.
Sorry.
See, I had to change this one. I had to add these. I did the colors, so I figured out how to do all this stuff.
So you got 2 of your MHSA call-outs, so you can do the 3rd one after half, so you can get your ads in.
Big 4th down for this Chieftain defense. Chieftains are going to have to give them the knockout shot here,
right,
and keep them out of this. Chieftains didn't punt it earlier, gave South Haven really good field position. They've gotten 2 first downs, or 1 big first down, and now they're trying to get a 2nd big first down. Direct snap to Till. He's going to go off the left side. He's going to get some.
Got it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get it as he came real close to breaking that loose into the end zone.
They needed about a length of a ball, and they pick up 2.5 yards. So Chieftains back to the wall. Deep into the red zone, the Rams trying to get the lead before halftime. 3 minutes left to go as they'll place the ball, start the clock.
Now the Chieftains with their hands on their hips, backs to the end zone. Going to have to play real tight. Lozano and White are out wide to the right here. They got Hollis in between. Chieftains got more guys to the right. Let's see where they run. They're going to run right at him. He's going to try to get down. No, he's going to hit that wall of Chieftains, and they're fighting to keep him out of the end zone. McPhail and company are going to do it along with the Smith brothers. Nice stand there on first down. Now it'll be second down. They may have gave him about a half a yard. 2:30 to go in the half. Ooh. So when they go on balance like that, Chieftains load up that side, and then that's where South Haven will try to get him with a quick reverse or a little trap misdirection. Hollis goes out wide. He's mano-a-mano with Ward way to the left. Direct snap to Till. He's going to try to go off the left side, and he is. He's going to walk right into the end zone, and he's going to put South Haven up 12-7 with 2:02 to go. Bodfish wasn't even in the game.
Again, that's kind of like a mystery offense, but they do a good job with it. They keep you guessing. They move bodies around. They move the starting position of the ball around. They, adjust the centers. They'll go unbalanced, and they'll come on for the 2-point try.
Bodfish rolling to the right, looking to pass. He's got a man rolling. Tries to throw it low and outside, and he does. Low and outside, and Hollis dives down on it. So that'll make it South Haven 14, Dowagiac 7 with 2:02 to go in the half. South Haven getting ready to kick off here. Dowagiac didn't punt on a 4th down and 5. Gave South Haven good field position. They picked up a big gain and a first down, and then they were able to tack one in as Till took it in right up the middle. 2-point from Bodfish to Hollis is good. South Haven's up 14-7. A low wobbly kick. White's going to be smart and let it go out of bounds, and the ball will be at the 35-yard line for your Dowagiac Chieftains with 2:02 to go in the half. 2 timeouts in their pockets. What's Coach Brooks going to do right here, Sean?
He's going to run the ball. He's going to get wide. You think he might look to pass a little bit. You're probably going to have to get Haynes out on the edge, let him make some decisions. I think Collier is a strong candidate to get something off or inside tackle. We haven't seen much as far as misdirection from Dowagiac tonight. No real counters.
They really haven't had the ball.
No form of a reverse. Yeah, right.
South Haven has chewed it up.
We got about 3 minutes of TOP.
Paredes, Collier, and I believe Russell in at running back. Tight end to the right. Wide receiver way to the left, right in front of that Chieftain bench. Motion. Haynes goes to drop back. Ball's on the ground. He's going to jump on it, and they were going to have 2 guys going out. They had Collier coming across the middle from the wingback and Harden streaking down the sidelines. That was going to be a pass all the way.
And I think Harden was about 15 yards behind the nearest defender.
You see a player, Harden runs and reminds me of this old player we had named James Bates.
Yeah, a lot.
JQ, just the way he kind of hops as he runs. JQ could get out there, so can Harden. Harden's got some wheels.
Got height, got the build.
Got one glove on. You know you're good, you got one glove on. So now they're in the wishbone, tight end to the right. Another fumble. Dowagiac's going to jump on it. Whew. That has not happened to Peyton Collette all year. The center has been steady Eddie. And now we've had 2 balls on the ground with 1:20 to go in the half on a drive that the Chieftains need to get some points here.
Got to do the old 3 Ps. Pressure, push, and pull. Maybe Haynes is trying to get out of there a little quick to get his eyes upfield on these pass plays.
Harden going to go way to the right. Looks like Stuart Smith is the tight end to the left. Wishbone formation. Just going to hand it off up the middle. They're going to pick up 5 yards. South Haven's probably going to take a timeout here.
And they do.
South Haven takes a timeout with 51 seconds to go in the half, up 14-7. Might not be us. It's not us. It's up there. It's up there.
Standing in the rain with his head on low. Didn't get a ticket. It was a someone show. Heard the roar of the crowd. He could picture the scene. Put his head to the wall. And like a distant scream, he heard one guitar. Just blow him away. Saw stars in his eyes. In the very next day.
Sean Williamson on the call for your Dowagiac Chieftains. Dowagiac electing to punt here on 4th down and 9, ball at the 36 with 51 seconds to go in the half. Snap looks okay. It's going to be a high punt. Going to cross over the 50, fielded at the 40 in front of a Chieftain defender. He's going to get around him. He's got room to the left and blockers. Collier chasing. He tried to cut it back in front of Collier, and it's not going to work. Collier's going to bring him in. It'll be 1st down and 10. South Haven ball with 38 seconds to go. The 8th different possession of the night.
Chieftains will put that defense on at midfield. The Rams will have the ball at their own 48-yard line.
Let's see who the Chieftains have on defense here. We got White and Lozano. You got Ward at the DBs. Price and Paredes still same D that we had earlier. You got the Stewarts. Looks like you got Madison, Cameron Johnson, and Wyatt Bailey. They got a wide receiver to the right, a little misdirection, reverse to the left to the tight end. He's going to get to the sideline, maybe picked up a yard. Are they going to say he got out of bounds to stop the clock? No, the clock is still ticking. South Haven, no timeouts. See if they try to get another playoff.
I tell you, Smith and Paredes, that's a good physical tackle. Good physical tackle. They're playing left to right really well.
Looks like they will get a playoff. There's 10 seconds to go. Sniffer back to the right, wing back to the right. They're going to run to the right. Winkle's going to get out there before Bailey brings him down. And that's going to run the clock out here. So we'll go to half with Dowagiac trailing 14-7. Sean, let's do a little scoring recap here. We started off this game. South Haven had the ball. They turned it over on downs. Dowagiac came out, had a 51-yard pass, their first completion of the year, from Haynes to Harden for the touchdown.
Second play, was it?
Yeah. Judd's extra point is good. South Haven answers. They get a 28-yard touchdown catch from Bodfish to Hollis. The 2-point was no good. Then Dowagiac comes out, and Sean, they did something that they probably are regretting right now. They went for it on 4th and 5 on like the 35-yard line. They turned it over on downs as they didn't convert. And South Haven was able to turn that into a touchdown.
Took advantage of that really short field.
Yeah, with a 2-yard touchdown run. Bodfish completed the 2-point conversion to Hollis, and that's how we got the 14. So it's 14-7 at the half. What's Dowagiac going to do when they come out here?
Score.
They just got to score.
Just got to score.
So we're at the half here in Dowagiac on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Dowagiac down 14-7 in the opening round of the playoffs in Michigan.
Anything less than the best is a belt.
tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Roll it, hit my 5.0, hit my rack top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by, kept on, pursuing to the next stop. I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block is dead, yo, so I continue to A1A. Beachfront Avenue. Girls were hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rock men lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with the gauge and vanilla with the 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they're full of 8-ball. Gunshots ranged out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jack is jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? They passed me up, been running all the dope beats. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it. Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
in my pocket, keep up. So many pretty girls around me, and they're waking up the rocket, keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking, keep up. Players only, come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like, what's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Fight the feeling, invite the feeling, just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, girl, why those feet cold? We just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe. Waste time with the masterpiece, to waste time with the masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up the mirror, sweet, sweet baby. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping with the cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be baby, you'll be my only one. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping with the cake by the ocean. Hot damn, see you licking frozen from your own hand. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes, man. I'm tired of all this candy on the dry land, dry land. Oh, waste time with the masterpiece, to waste time with the masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up the mirror, sweet, sweet baby. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping with the cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. Walk for me now. I'll be baby, you'll be my only one. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping.
Welcome back to Chris Taylor Alumni Field. Streaming live on your Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Pat Bakeman and Sean Williamson. We'd like to remind you that the broadcast of today's game is copyrighted and is a presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of this description or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Pat, we're about to get at it. Second half, week one, right? We're week one of the extended season, the playoffs, where there's a lot of lopsided games going on.
Think about this. This is only the 7th ball game of the year. Normally, this would be week 10. These guys, all these players, families, myself, so thankful to see this game going on during COVID as we all battle through this. Chieftains are going to have to battle coming out here with the ball as South Haven's going to kick off, going left to right. Chieftains going to get that ball. Chieftains in all black with the orange numbers, black helmet. South Haven, they're supposed to be gold, but they're a little yellow to me. Yellow pants, white jerseys, purple numbers, and that Notre Dame looking helmet.
Gold
there.
Dazzle.
They got the little
They
ram
have that
on the
dazzle
side.
material. Man, field looking good tonight. Chris Taylor hopping. This is probably the fullest it's been all season.
Now they've squib kicked it and they've kicked it deep. Let's see who they try to go to. They kicked it to Haynes' side,
Yeah, the
which is real
kicker's decent.
surprising.
So
Yeah, the kicker, he's a big guy too. I think he's a lineman and a tight end, and he's going to kick it right down the middle. Hits White right in the numbers at the 35. He's going to get it to the 40, and he's going to be tackled by 4 Ram defenders right in front of that South Haven bench. Dowagiac Chieftain ball. First
Mr.
and 10.
Sure Hands, Denny White. We've seen Denny, we were doing a lot of option, a lot of flipping and pitching the ball early season, and Denny White seemed to be the guy that could just glove anything, like a shortstop. He had those Derek Jeter thing going on with his hands.
The third quarter, Dowagiac has only scored 11 points.
Hey, it's a new season.
The whole season. They've given up 0 points. So let's see what the Chieftains can do. Chieftains did like they normally did in the first half.
Wishbone.
Wishbone formation. Harden's wide to the left. No one even on him. They're going to hand it off the right side to Collier. And Collier's going to fight forward for 2 yards. But, Sean, I can't keep watching Jordan Harden. He's on an island all by himself right in front of that Chieftain bench.
He's riding solo.
He is riding solo. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see that first play that pass play they threw in the first quarter there, or the first half.
I know they put
on
in
that touchdown.
some quicker, quick look passes. So, we haven't even seen a quick slant. Harden would eat that guy up out of position on any form of a slant or skinny post.
That's Jackson from South Haven covering him. He's easy to spot. He's got red cleats on. Let's see. He's not even paying any. Harden just breaks out
his
here.
back
Look.
turned to
Oh, yeah. He's not even looking at motion from Collier. They're going to fake it that way. Haynes is under pressure, and he's going to be sacked from behind by Till. Till is playing defense for South Haven, too. He's also their running back. He just cut across the face, followed Haynes, and got to him.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 now. Haynes reverse rollout, just a design run to the short side of the field.
So Russell's going to bring the play in. Haynes goes into the huddle. You got Peyton Collette, your center.
They like putting Russell in the 4-hole, Pat.
He almost picked up a big first down earlier. Now Harden goes to the top side against Hollis, the wide receiver. They got a safety 15 yards off the line of scrimmage playing center field. Dowagiac's going to hand it off up the middle on 3rd down and 12. And South Haven is not going to be fooled on that one, and they're going to stop them. Real small pickup, and that's not how the Chieftains wanted to come out of the half.
South Haven just took Dowagiac's ability to run away. It's 3 straight runs, and it's 4th and 11, not the position Dowagiac wanted to come in out of half. Trailing 7-14 at the 10-minute mark, quarter number 3.
And big Peyton Collette, the center, coming running and hobbling off the field. Hopefully he's just got a rock in his shoe.
Looked like that's the I got stepped on by cleat movement.
Yeah. Judd going to punt from the 25. Plenty of time. Gets a high punt off. Going to hit at the 40, take a Chieftain bounce, and go to about the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. South Haven ball. 9:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. South Haven up 14-7. Scary part about this drive. Will South Haven do like Pawpaw did? Pawpaw was bigger than Dowagiac in week 1, and they just leaned on the defense.
Stretch it
Just
on out,
leaned
right?
them, kept stretching them. And and just leaning. South Haven, let's see if this Dowagiac defense.
Chieftains
Just
looking
more-
a little
Flat. We got,
flat, maybe. A little flat.
got some guys with tape on their ankles. You don't see that often. Hollis goes wide to the left. They got 2 sniffer backs to the left. The give is going to be a quick handoff coming back across the defense and tackled by Price as they tried to bring the wing, one of those sniffer backs, Thomas. He was on the left side, and he ran right across the right down the line of scrimmage, and Chieftains not fooled. Zane McPhail will come on the field for the Chieftains now. He'll be playing the outside. You got Wyatt Bailey. You got the Smith brothers, Stewart and Michael, on the line along with Cameron Johnson. In the middle, you got Paredes and Price. At cornerback, you've got Lozano and Ward. And then at safety, you've got White and Collier. South Haven has a slot to the left, running back to the right of Bodfish. It's going to be a direct snap to the running back. He's going to follow the quarterback to the left. Bodfish, the lead blocker. They got a convoy in front of him. He gets to the sideline, and then he goes up the sideline, and he's going to pick up the first down right in front of that South Haven Ram defense or bench there. Winkle just took the direct snap, followed the quarterback, and had a lane.
Dowagiac went back to their starting defense. Bailey went from nose, where he was shifted to, back out to right tackle. So they kind of came out and shifted back to the original lineup. For the most part.
And all year long, we've been running the sophomore Braxton Whitaker at the nose tackle. So I think Chieftains coaching staff saw how big this line was and went for a heavier line. Chieftains are up real tight on that line of scrimmage by the ball. They're going to try to run it to the right, and that'll be the running back from the left side going to the right. That's Winkle again. Now, Winkle and Till have had big weeks this year, where they picked up 150 yards.
Yeah, they're right now.
Different times.
They're leaning on that defense of Dowagiac, and they're getting yards. They just ripped off another 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just past midfield. Be at the Dowagiac 48-yard line.
Right on that nice Chieftain D. Field looks nice again tonight. Try to say it as much as we can because it's always looking good here at Chris Taylor Field. On the corner, Dowagiac going to be blitzing. They're going to run to the left of the blitz. They're going to get through it. Winkle's going to break a tackle, break another tackle, and finally fall down after he picks up a first down and gets to about the 38-yard line.
Be about 11-yard pickup for Winkle.
Sean, we were supposed to remind everyone at home that there's a Halloween parade downtown tomorrow, I believe around 10 o'clock at the Jim Snow building.
Now, do we know if this is a participation parade or a...
I believe it's a show up in your costume parade.
Okay, all right. Gotcha.
Chieftains got 5 men on the line of scrimmage on defense, 2 linebackers roaming. Corners are like off the wing. Winkle's going to run it to the right. He's going to be hit by Bailey, and Bailey's just going to pull him to the ground, and that'll make it 2nd down and 9.
So Bailey gets the big stop, hits about 1 yard deep in the backfield, and when they get done wrestling around, it'll be a 1 yard pickup, 2nd and 9. Chieftains needing to do something there. Did they shift Bailey back down to the middle? Looked like he came in over center.
Well, what South Haven does is they alternate the guard and the center. I mean, they do these on-balance lines, so it's not always the same guy snapping it. Just depends on which way they want to go.
So Bailey's now at left tackle.
Sniffer back to the right, wing to the right, running back to the left of Bodfish. The running back gets the direct snap, goes off the right side. Dowagiac's defense is hanging tough. They're going to hold on and hold him to about a 2.5-yard pickup. That'll make it 3rd down and around 7. Ball at the 35.
Defense is starting to show that pep in its step, starting to fly. Those 2 backers in the middle, let me tell you, Price and Paredes, they fly.
So Vicente Madison's going to come off the field, and he's not running at 100%. He's at about 35.
He's a little hobbled up. Yeah, he's a little hobbled up.
So Cameron Johnson's in, Stuart Smith and Michael Smith, and Zane McPhail on the line for the Chieftains. South Haven takes their time. They break the huddle. Kind of run one way, and everyone is just like a big commotion. It's hard to sort out. Bodfish has Till to his left. Till's going to get the ball. He's going to follow Bodfish to the right, trying to get containment. Lozano's going to get containment, and he's going to bring him down at about the 35-yard line as he dove at his hip and tripped him up. And that's a big tackle from Brennan Lozano.
He took on a lot of people to get there and come knifing through. Lozano, again, pound for pound. You can't beat that guy. You can't. He's just he's 110%.
This team's got a lot of hardworking kids. You see them around town. Lozano, we've seen him. He does trees. Bailey works at the car wash. These guys are hardworking. They're grinders, and they're trying to grind it out here tonight.
4th and 5.
4th and 5, a big 4th down here. Chieftain showing blitz. Botfish rolling to the left. He's going to throw it under pressure, and the ball is going to be incomplete. It came out of there kind of like a knuckleball there. And Dowagiac's going to get the ball on a turnover on downs, and that's what Coach Randy Brooks was hoping was going to happen.
Yep.
He knew he was going to have to lean on his defense.
Botfish tried hitting Damon Jackson on a little out route to the left side, and Jackson not able to hold on to the ball. I know he wished he had that one back. It would have been enough for a first down and then some. He had a little room to go. South Haven working that seam.
Collier, White, and Price are the running backs. Harden out wide to the left. Tight end to the right. Haynes is watching the defense, looks at him. Defense is in tight on him. Collier goes in motion. Haynes is going to run the option to the right. He's going to break a tackle, cut it up the field, and he's going to be tripped up by a defender that was already on the ground. He'll pick up 6 yards. I thought he was going to pitch it to Collier. I'm glad he didn't because he needed to just take that lane and get up the field.
Did a good job, picked up a quick 6, and
And White comes running off the field, and he doesn't look like he's 100%. Chieftains look like they have a lot of ankle injuries, don't they? They're all a little hobbly coming off the field.
they've been playing hard. A lot of both ways here. Coach is trying to get some breathers in there, moving a few people around up front, but
Motion from Collier. The pitch to Collier to the right side. South Haven trying to get containment. Collier tries to cut it up the field. Hinkle's going to get him by the jersey from South Haven, and he's going to wrestle him to the ground, and that'll make it a 3rd down and about 4.
yeah, not a great spot. I would say he got a little farther than that.
Haynes comes off right to the looking at the coaches for the play. McPhail's going to run the play into him.
Haven't seen much for a design quarterback draw yet, have we? We've seen some quarterback follows and whatnot. Pressures come quick against Dowagiac.
We know McPhail can catch the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Harden goes out
Absolutely.
wide to the right. McPhail is on the wing to the left. Big Terrence Price right behind Haynes. They're going to give it to Price. Price is going to try to be a battling ram. The ball's on the ground. Haynes tries to pick it up and dive forward. I think South Haven has it. And let's see if the ref signals here. We got a little extracurricular activity now. We got flags. As Harden comes in to break it up and says, hey, no. I believe let's see what, we're waiting for the ref's call.
I never saw the ref call it.
I still haven't seen him call it, but it looks like they're facing towards South Haven.
You know what the nice thing is, Pat? Tonight we have replay.
That's right. We don't have it though.
We can't watch it, but there's replay. Not that it matters.
So it was 3rd down and 5. The ball came out. Dowagiac, both teams are looking, hey, what's going on? Who's got the ball? Trying to sort this out here. I got to think there's going to be a personal foul on South Haven. That's going to be my call.
Did you see something I didn't see?
Well, I saw it looked like Haynes and another player. It looked like the player was in his face. So
Okay.
I didn't think it was against Dowagiac. I didn't see Dowagiac do anything wrong. I saw a Dowagiac player try to have some sportsmanship. Unsportsmanlike against South Haven. Unsportsmanlike against Dowagiac.
That's
So
called
it's
a
gonna be
waste of time
offsetting.
penalty.
And they're going to say South Haven ball. So the fumble will go to South Haven. 2 unsportsmanlikes offset.
So safe to say things are getting a little chippy down there. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. Quarter number 3. Your Dowagiac Chieftains trail 7-14 at home. Chris Taylor Alumni Field looking sharp tonight, looking bright tonight.
Look at this. I had the 3rd quarter circle because I couldn't believe, the first quarter we knew games were real tight. The 3rd quarter, though, Dowagiac is always real tight in the 3rd quarter also. Real stingy with their defense. They've given up 0 points in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can hold South Haven once again. South Haven, Botfish rolling out, looking to throw deep to the right side. He's got Hollis. Hollis is going to split the safeties. Touchdown for South Haven. A 42-yard strike from Hollis. From Botfish to Hollis.
There's a flag down around the 19-yard line, so
Oh,
nowhere near the play.
Let's see here. Touchdown. They're calling it a touchdown. So that's going to make it 20-7. And now we have a penalty. You got to think that.
Being forced on the try.
Yeah, all that happened was Bodfish dropped back and Hollis just ran the post. You know, he ran up, cut it up the middle of the field, split the safeties.
Well, I believe they have players down around.
Unsportsmanlike
Well, they have
against
sideline.
South Haven. So South Haven's going to get it unsportsmanlike.
But it might be the sideline that gets the unsportsmanlike because, I mean, there's a group of guys down there around the 15-yard line.
Well, they extended the sidelines for COVID,
gotcha.
so they can have more space so they're not
No
tight.
buckets tonight, right?
Yeah, no. Okay, so here we go. South Haven's going to go for 2. Dowagiac's going to need this defense right here. They stop them. Right now, South Haven's 1 for 2 on 2-point conversions. Winkle is the guy to watch here. He goes out to the right. They'll give it to Till or Winkle. They're going to snap it to Till. He's going to roll to the right, and he's just going to try to run behind that wall. McPhail gets a hold of him, but they're going to give it to him. The 2-point is good. Till on the 2-point. That'll make it South Haven 22, Dowagiac 7 with 3:32 to go in the third quarter on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Chieftains getting ready to return the kick. They're going to have great field position as the personal foul penalty from the touchdown is assessed on the kickoff. South Haven will be kicking off from the 25-yard line. Dowagiac's returner standing at the 25. And, Sean, this is going to have to be one of the greatest comebacks in the history of Dowagiac playoff. I think it can happen.
Chieftains got to get something going offensively. South Haven's made good adjustments. They've made the defense fly forward, and now they're taking advantage of that forward pressure and throwing the ball over their head.
Travis Jordan is the kicker for South Haven, going left to right. Denny White's been involved in a couple of these kick returns. They're going to kick it over his head to Russell. Russell's going to field it at the 35 to the 40. He's got a lane, 45-50, and he's going to be tackled as he crosses midfield to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, number 71 on special teams for South Haven saves a touchdown. Because Russell was off to the races. They might reconsider kicking to him if they have the option to do so in the future.
When you said buckets earlier, you were talking about when we went to the first week of the year, they had buckets on the sidelines for kids to sit down. Some people might have thought you were talking about bowling, picking up some extra buckets.
Picking up some buckets.
Dowagiac going to have to do something here, going right to left. Haynes surveying the defense. They look like they're in a 3-4. No, they're in a 4-4. They're going to roll to the right. Haynes trying to get to the outside. He does. He's going to cut it up the field. He's going to pick up 7. Whoa, maybe 6 yards before he gets wrestled down by his jersey. And South Haven, their sideline and their players, they're fired up right now.
Well, hey, you know what? They're 22-7 on the road against Dowagiac, close to the fourth quarter.
In your mind, if you're at home listening and you're thinking, or in your car and you're thinking, Malachi Haynes, when I watch him, he reminds me of what a high school version of a Russell Wilson type of athlete would be. We haven't seen the arm that much, but as far as him running around, that's the body type.
He reminds me a lot of the body type's a little different, but he reminds me a lot of the old Vernell Beckham.
Okay, Vernell.
He pops out with that speed on the edge, and
we're going to have a pitch out to Russell. Russell's going to get wide to the left. Mr. Electricity gets to the 25 and pushed out at the 19-yard line as Dowagiac just gets a huge chunk of yardage on that play. Haynes acted like he was going to run it in the middle, it looked like, and then he just pitched it out to the left. Nice.
Russell did good on the edge, and he ran over a corner down by the edge of the sideline and picks up another 5-6 yards.
Dowagiac's tempo seems a little bit faster on this series. Play comes in.
It's a game of momentum.
Haynes looks at the wristband, goes to the
Oh,
line.
here's the play. That one-on-one. They got the look they want.
Harden's got Boz, I believe, out wide to the right, and I think Harden's got him on that if he wants it. Be a misdirection. Oh, Haynes goes to pitch it, and it looked like there was a miscommunication in the backfield, and someone ran into Haynes, and the ball just goes flying up in the air. Oh, it'll be a turnover for the Chieftains right when they were starting to drive.
Not sure what the miscommunication was on that, but
It looked like they were supposed to fake it to the inside and pitch it to the outside, but it looked like the one wingback went the wrong way and hit Haynes. Just a little timing issue, you know.
so South Haven with the ball. 2:54 left to go, quarter number 3. Chieftains just turned it over right around the red zone.
See who gets the ball. It'll be Winkle. He's following Bobfish. He's going to be tackled from behind by Stewart and company as they take Stewart Smith and company, Zane McPhail on the pile.
Smith does a good job of boxing it up, but South Haven still gets 4 yards out of the deal. Chieftains got to be a little stingier on that first down run. They got to get to that edge. They got to tackle with, some good low effective tackling.
Yeah, what South Haven tries to catch you peeking in that backfield with that little misdirection. When they do that, they'll just run someone right by you and then try to throw it over the top of you. See if Collier and White can keep them in front of them if they try that. Hollis is out wide to the left. Looks like Botfish is going to take it. He's going to run it off the right side behind Winkle. Looks like Bailey's going to take him to the ground along with Zane McPhail. And how about Zane McPhail coming back here after missing last week, playing on defense and really picking this Chieftains up here.
Solid performance tonight. Been doing really good with the contained side, left side, stretching plays out. And he's a rapper. You know what I mean? He's chest out and raps.
So Botfish goes off the sideline. The quarterback goes off. You got to think this is definitely going to be a run play.
Haven't seen the hook and ladder yet.
Oh, don't even talk about. Come on.
Haven't seen the hook and ladder yet.
Till is in the backfield, and he's got Jackson next to him.
Left side.
Till's going to follow Jackson to the left side, just like Sean said, and they're going to move that pile forward until it falls to the right. South Haven first down.
Yeah, not rocket science on that one. They've telegraphed that play for most of the game now, but it's been effective for them. It's been a 4-yarder in a cloud of dust every time, sometimes 6 or 7. So,
and Paredes will have to come off the field as his helmet came off, and I believe that's Bird coming in. I don't have the number to match the name on our sheet. It's either Bird or
Simchek, ain't it?
Simchek.
Lucas Simchek coming in.
Simchek and Price trying to figure it out. Rolling to the right with Till. He's got the ball. He's following Botfish. He tries to cut it up the field. And he's going to break through a tackle. He just went right underneath it, and it'll pick up a big South Haven first down. Dowagiac had 2 players going to take a big shot on him, and he just ducked underneath it. Oh, man, and Lozano, he's limping off there. Lozano's just, I don't think he's going to be
favoring that ankle.
It's all taped up.
Yeah.
I don't see how they're going to keep him on the field. Russell comes on to replace him at the left cornerback spot.
And the ball just at the 49-yard line. 42 ticks left to go, quarter number 3 as the clock's moving. South Haven 1st and 10, move the chains. They're in a good position. Dowagiac needs to stop.
Bodfish waiting for the ball. Looks like he's got Till to his right. Till's going to get it on the direct snap, going to the left, and he's just fighting his way forward. He's going to pick up 5 yards. A nice patient run for the Ram.
I seen a lineman for the Chieftains piling up and diving at ankles.
Submarining?
Oh, yeah, totally. Total submarine action.
This big South Haven Rams line wearing on that Chieftain defense. So we're at the end of the third quarter. South Haven up 22-7 at Chris Taylor Alumni Field on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network.
Back live, fourth quarter action. Pat Bakeman, Sean Williamson streaming live on your Dowagiac Chieftains Network. This broadcast of today's and tonight's game is copyright and presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Chieftain Sports Network. No reproduction, transmission, or other disturbance and distribution and discretions of the accounts can be duplicated.
Till's going to take the snap to start this quarter and go to the right behind Bodfish, and he's going to be real close to a first down, but he's not going to get it there at the 41-yard line going right to left. South Haven with a 3rd and 3.
And Dowagiac needs a stop, don't they, Pat?
We need this defense right here.
We need some defense without the express written consent.
We're going to need Wyatt Bailey to have a play here.
Yeah.
You can see him talking to some of his other his teammates there. We're going to need him on this one,
We need
Sean.
discipline to come in, too. We got to be disciplined, and we got to get in those gaps.
Bird and Paredes blitzing. Bird. Oh, Price is going to miss it on his blitz, and South Haven's going to get the first down. Price came flying in from the right side.
Almost got the ball out of his hands. It's so hard as the linebacker, though, if you get a clean shot or you don't catch much resistance, to slow down and change your angle.
Timeout by Dowagiac with 11:09 to go in the game, trailing 22-7 on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Back live on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. And it looks like Chieftains are going to have a player go to the locker room here. Going to be done for the night. I'm not sure if it's an injury or what's going on with him. But he'll be replaced for, I would imagine, the rest of the night. It's not easy when you're a competitor trying to get after it, is it, Sean?
It's tough. It's tough. A lot of emotion flying out there.
So Russell, going to be a blitz from Dowagiac. They're going to miss it. They're going to try it. South Haven's going to run it off the left side on a little reverse there, and they're going to pick up 5 yards as they try to catch Dowagiac slipping. And look who they ran it at. They ran it at Keyshawn Russell, who just came into the game.
Russell's solid all sides of the ball. Very physical player.
Bodfish is going to come on with the play. He huddles up his crew. Dowagiac, they don't really huddle up. They just kind of stand in their positions, make adjustments when the offense comes to the line. Bailey's to the left. Looks like he's got McPhail next to him. Bodfish has a running back to the left. The running back's going to get and go off the right side. He's going to charge his way forward and pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, they're not going to do a whole lot of anything different at this point. 10 minutes left to go. A 2-score lead.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 30-yard line.
You know, you just maybe pull out the hard count here. If you're South Haven.
Don't be surprised if South Haven tries to throw the ball here, Sean. Let's see what happens. It's Bodfish going to be the lead blocker. Winkle's going to go to the right. He's got a lane and he's got a hole. He's going to go. Russell trying to beat him, and he's not going to be able to catch him at the corner. South Haven's going to score. And I'm shocked, Sean. I am just blown away right now because I thought coming to this game that we had the edge. I'm very surprised. It's going to make it 28-7. Oh, man.
Well, so far, South Haven able to just drive the ball down the field, slow and pretty, just like they came out in the first quarter in the first drive. You know, they held the ball for, I think, 9 minutes of the 12 minutes in the first quarter before we even touched it.
So, Winkle, that was a huge run, man. Huge.
Yeah.
It just ran it right off that right side. You surprised?
It's been a big emotional letdown in the last couple plays. So
Botfish going to throws it into no man's land, and it'll be incomplete as Bailey contested it. So South Haven leading with 9:35 to go in the ball game, 28-7 on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network.
You've got big dreams. At Southwestern Michigan College. With on-campus housing, a safe, welcoming environment, and a beautiful campus, SMC is the perfect place to start. SMC can put you on the path to the high-wage, high-quality universities. Southwestern Michigan College. Apply for one now, starting January or next fall. Visit swmich.edu to get going today.
Back on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. Chieftains are going to have to mount the greatest comeback in playoff history here at Chris Taylor Alumni Field. Down by 21, and I think they can do it, Sean. I'm a homer. I'm hopeful. I'm an optimist.
and you got a pretty good seat.
And I got my favorite partner sitting next to me, man. We're rolling. We're ready to get it going here in Dowagiac on the corner.
Just guessing they're not going to send it down to Russell.
Who's this guy down here, number 2? Look at this number 2 down here. We haven't seen that since the B-Man. We got number 2, Isaiah Hill. Man, you wear the number 2 in Dowagiac. You better be fast. I'm going to keep an eye on that guy. You got Russell back deep. Got Haynes back deep. Let's see who South Haven kicks off to. They're going to squib it right to Hill. Hill's going to let it go. Collier's going to pick it up at the 40, trying to dance around, looking to get up the sideline. And he'll get up the sideline to the 41-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
Was 75 yards wide, I think Collier
was gone.
just scored.
He's gone.
He just scored.
He's gone. If that out-of-bounds line wouldn't have gotten in the way.
Collier is one of those guys that you just, if you get him in the right position on the field,
you know what,
you're
Collier,
going to play head catching that guy.
You know what Collier's favorite tradition about Dowagiac is the corner.
Really?
That's what he said.
Corner.
Yep. He said he loves the tradition of playing on the corner. All right, we're going to need a play here. First down and 10. Dowagiac's got a mountain to climb. Peretti's behind the quarterback at fullback. We're in the wing. Haynes dropping back, looking to pass. He's under pressure, and they're going to get him from the backside, and he's going to get away from the first man, but the second man will clean him up. That's called the lookout block, Sean.
He had a couple of them.
The old lookout block. You got to look out because nobody blocked the guy that was coming after him. That's going to make it second down and long.
Haynes frustrated. So let's just take a deep breath, Malachi. Relax.
And Harden's way late getting back to the huddle because he was running down the sideline.
Just run a route. He said, just run a route.
He was still waiting for the ball after the play was over.
Yeah, Haynes just got to settle down. You can't get it all back in one play. He's young. He's very talented.
Let's just get one back here. Motion. They're going to fake it the one way, give it to White, coming back the other way. He's going to pick up 5 yards. And we're going to have a late hit personal foul by one of the Chieftains there. Just a late block. Not what we need there. White not happy because it's going to negate that nice little run he had there to get him back in a third down and manageable.
Manageable situation, right?
Yeah. All right. So Haynes waits for the call. Collier brings it in. Hey, Wyatt Bailey, you know, back in the day we sent out some flyers. He said he loves U of M and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to need to play like a Steeler for the rest of this game to get us back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So second down and real long, Sean. Can you count this many? Let's count them together. Second down and third down. It was a dead ball. It takes away the foul. Third down and 24 to go. Ball at the 29-yard line. 8:30 to go in the ball game.
Sounds like time for a screen pass.
Sean likes the screen call. Motion from White. He slips in the motion, but he's able to get the ball. He gets out wide. He's trying to get up the sideline. He makes a move, and he's going to be caught on that sideline. He's not going to get much, maybe 5 yards.
South Haven's done a good job tonight shutting down the Chieftain running game.
Do you punt here?
Couple big run. Punt. You got to score 3 times. If you're here to win a playoff game, you can't punt.
So no punt. Sean says no punt. Fourth down. What kind of play you got in the books for 18 yards? You got to play in the books?
You got to go down the seams. You got to go down the
Seam.
middle. You got to make it quick.
Man, Hardin's got a good matchup out here. Harden is matched up. He's got Rainey matched up against him. He's got nobody on him. He's not even looking at him. He's running. They're going to throw the deep. Ow! The fade. Harden's going to come back for it. And ow! It goes right between his hands. Oh, it was almost there. And that'll be a turnover on downs. It was a nice call. Harden ran a nice route. We needed the ball just to be a little bit further out. He probably would have been off to the races. Oh, that's tough. You could just see it, though, couldn't you? You could just see, like, oh, man, that's what's going on.
Yeah, well, it's being given to us, right?
Yeah.
And we took the opportunity to go for it, and it was close.
We talked about it earlier. South Haven, you could tell they were going to let them pass it. When they can pass it, then we'll start playing it. First down and 10.
Tight
Botfish.
package now, right?
Yeah, he's got Winkle to his left. All the blockers to the right. Winkle's going to take it to the right. He's going to get up the field. He'll pick up 5 yards before the Chieftain defense tackles him. Price, Paredes, and company. Now, as a defense, we haven't been blitzing much, right?
No, we have not. We've moved some bodies around up front.
We've had a few time blitzes where we try to blitz the backside when we think the ball's going the other way. Chieftains are going to need to have a play here to get that momentum back on their side like they had when they scored right off the bat there early.
Need a big stop
Running
here.
back to the right. Botfish is going to take it to the right. That big line of South Haven trying to push him. They're going to give him 2 yards, and that'll make it third down and about 2. 6:30 to go in the ball game. South Haven has done a really good job tonight of just chewing up that clock.
Yeah, I think they've done what they wanted to do and retain possession, hold the ball, keep it out of Dowagiac's hands. But you know what? South Haven has shut down the Dowagiac offense. They have stuffed the run game, and other than that, they've just been leaning on the clock, and they're not a whole lot different in that 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality.
Direct snap. Winkle's going to go off the left side. He's going to get a first down with 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Chieftains fighting up front, but
McPhail and Price, the last one's off the pile.
South Haven playing with a little bit more momentum right now.
South Haven trying to put their foot on the gas here. One more would definitely make it out of reach for Dowagiac. I mean, that would be.
You're at the 6 minute mark, so you have to get a stop here. You really can't afford to move the chains again. So
We need a jailbreak. Bring it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see what happens. They're going to run a little motion there to the right, there, a little reverse.
some room.
And that's going to be the tight end. He's going to get real close to the first down. I think his second effort got him there. They just ran that left wing back, just comes across down the line of scrimmage and takes it and goes in the opposite direction.
they got some bodies out in front of him.
They
Chieftains
said he
unable to
was
set the
short.
edge.
Said he was short.
They want to keep that clock moving.
McPhail, Cameron Johnson, Wyatt Bailey, and I believe the Smiths are on the line. Yeah, Stewart and Michael Smith. That's your line. You got Paredes and Price roam in the middle. Russell and Ward are the corners. White and Collier are the safeties. Botfish is going to take it off the right side. He's going to be hit at the line. McPhail's got him. They're driving him back, but I think his forward momentum is going to get him there.
McPhail playing with that senior pride. Just under the 5 minute mark. Fourth quarter.
And at the end of the game, Sean's going to be picking his offensive or defensive fence master player of the game, and I'm going to pick one too tonight. We're going to have a double.
We're going to double down.
We're going to double it up. 4:40 to go in the ball game.
3rd and inches.
Hollis out wide to the left. Haynes is covering him at the cornerback spot. They're going to run that way. That's Till. Till's going to go off the left side right in front of Haynes. Haynes is going to grab a hold of him and take him to the ground as Wyatt Bailey comes flying over the top of that pile.
It's enough to move the chains. Going to make it first and goal from around the 5-yard line.
As Ryan Roach checks in on the defensive line at the nose guard.
The big package. Ryan, a big part of this team. He's played both sides of the ball, not so much defensively in the last few weeks. Early on.
Now, when the center comes to the, are they snapping with the laces in or the laces out?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on, we got a flag. What's going on here? Refs looking to sort it out here. Only 4 minutes to go in the ball game. We've had a few wild penalties tonight. Oh, here we go. What'd you call them the one time that the zebras are out there?
The zebras.
Both teams huddled up.
Officials doing a good job tonight. We had good officials all season. And,
Definitely have had good
just
officials.
Just like them.
Unsportsmanlike against Dowagiac. Oh.
Chieftains are going to shoot themselves in the other foot.
Coach Brooks wants to go out. He wants to know who it is. He's not happy about that.
Yeah.
He wants an explanation.
Got to put it down around the 2-yard line.
Coach Brooks is way out. Way out. Let's see. Dowagiac. Coach Brooks is going to call a timeout. He's going to try to group them together.
Yeah, he's going to say,
rally the troops.
No matter how this ends, we're going to do it with some dignity.
That's right. Dowagiac down 28-7 on the Dowagiac Chieftain Network. 4 minutes to go. Ooh, Sean, we got to bring the heat here. First down and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. 4:18 to go in the ball game. South Haven threatening to score, going right to left. They got those helmets that look like Notre Dame, but they got the purple ram horn on them. White jerseys. Chieftains in all black. Chieftains need a big stand here coming out of the timeout. Haynes looking at the sideline for direction. Tillman's going to go to the right. Winkle, and he's not going to get it. Dowagiac kept him out of there.
Good defensive stop there. Couple Chieftain defenders.
I think you're absolutely right about that timeout, though, Coach Brooks. I mean, what do you say to a team right there? You just...
Hey, we're going to walk out of here with respect and dignity, and we're going to treat our opponents with respect.
And we're going to do our best to put up that wall right now.
Yeah, right.
Big goal line stand for the Chieftains might be what they need to get a kick started here with just under 4 minutes to go. Kyle, you're playing center field there in the back of the end zone. Hollis goes wide to the left.
Chieftains with a big gap.
Chieftains
though,
got
on that
almost
right side.
5
Look at that.
guys
They need
to the left.
Tighten that gap.
Botfish is going to be the lead blocker for Winkle. Winkle's going to try to score, and they're going to say he's short. Chieftain defense.
With another stop, 3:20, and the clock's ticking.
Are you surprised when you see a goal line defense and they're so spread out?
You know, we entrust in our linebackers to do a lot. One thing about South Haven, and this might hurt them if they go on. Looks like they'll be going on, but they do a lot of fold blocking and hinge blocking, but they don't really get upfield. They get to the edge, but they don't really get downfield to support their running game. So I think that's where we're having a lot of success with our second level.
Till and Winkle. Let's see who gets it. Winkle's going to get it. He's going to fall Till to the right. He's going to be met at the goal line, but he's going to get over the plane. He's going to break it, and that'll be a touchdown by South Haven, and that'll make it South Haven 34, Dowagiac 7. Another big run there to break the plane. It's been the Winkle and Till show here in the third and fourth quarter. 2:42 to go in the game. Travis Jordan comes on to attempt the extra point for South Haven, going the right-footed kicker. Snap looks good. Hold looks good. Kick is up, almost blocked. There's a penalty, and it's no good. Stay tuned. Probably going to get a chance to re-kick this as Dowagiac's kickoff team is coming on the field. I don't think they are kick return there. Oh, now they realize, oh, okay, this isn't over yet. Okay, let's see. Is the ref sorted out? I don't think they're going to get a chance to re-kick this ball. Now, how about that? South Haven's been going for 2 all night. They're way up. They're going to take a chance to, for 1, try not to run it up. And for 2...
Well, they have a reasonable amount of kids on the sideline, so you'd have to think that some of their primary players aren't going to come back out and risk anything. You know what I'm saying?
Personal foul against the Chieftains.
Somebody's picking at somebody, I think, at this point.
That's the, 3rd or 4th personal foul against the Chieftains tonight. That's unbecoming of a Chieftain. So here we go. They're going to get another chance to kick it in there, up 34-7. They almost blocked that one. Snap looks good. Hold looks good. Chieftains coming. Wyatt Bailey gets his paw on it and blocks it. Same result after the penalty. And Wyatt's a little fired up coming off, so that's going to make it South Haven 34, Dowagiac 7 with 2:42 to go in the ball game. Another penalty?
Do they just flag Bailey?
Well, how about this, Sean? Another personal foul penalty against the Chieftains. Another personal foul penalty against the Chieftains. And Coach Randy Brooks pulls that team together, and he brings them in, and he's not going to deal with that. And you got to respect Coach Brooks for what he's doing. Chieftains are getting a little chippy because,
Chieftains have had more personal foul penalties against them than they've had offensive yards probably in the second half. And that is not how this program operates, and Coach Brooks is going to yank them all up and iron that out one more time with them. Hey, it's a game of emotions, though, and for a lot of people on the field tonight, this will be their last high school football game.
And now, look, Coach Brooks has his arm around one of his players, letting him know, like you just said, these kids want to win. That's what this is about. It's not going their way right now, but let's see if we can make something happen on this drive. Let's be an optimist. Let's see if the Chieftains can do something here. South Haven puts in their backup kicker. It's going to be Squibb, fielded by Price at the 40, and Price is going to get to the 30 and get to the 33-yard line.
So Chieftains have an opportunity. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. There's time to do something. Time to score, but we need a few of those, and we want to end on a positive note. You can figure South Haven's probably going to get a few subs in there, some fresh air guys, and prevent any serious injuries as they move on to one of their primary starters. It's going to be an opportunity. Hey, here's a keynote stat for you. Question, Pat. You're going to have to answer it right now, but we'll answer it at the end of the game. How many freshmen have stepped on the field tonight for Dowagiac? That's what I want you to answer.
I'll give you the answer after this play. Malachi Haynes, quarterback, wishbone formation. He's going to pitch it out. McPhail looking to throw the deep ball. Throws a knuckleball, and it's going to be incomplete. Harden was there. He was wide open. Sean, you've got Max Dowagiac has played.
Check.
And you've also had
Lucas Simchek.
And you've also had Troy Medlin has played.
That's 3.
That's 3. Oh, there's another penalty on the field. I'm done writing down penalties.
You're not surprised, are you? Yeah, just quit keeping that stat if you want.
This is We've got a few sophomores on this varsity. You got
Malachi
Malachi
Haynes
Haynes,
is a sophomore.
Bryce Zimmerman. Oh, against South Haven.
Whoa,
Okay,
and
all
the
right.
tides have
Okay,
turned.
Tides have turned. So 15 yards for the Chieftains. So that pass play, even though it was incomplete, worked out for us.
Here's the deal. That's a good-looking play.
Nice looking
You don't
play.
need it when you're down by 30. You use that, throw that in the mix. That was a good-looking shot there.
Peyton Collette brings them up to the line. Looks like you got Roach, Dowagiac, Medlin, and Bailey as your linemen. Out of the wing team motion. Bad exchange. Haynes has a hard time getting on. He picks it up. Now he's on the run. Up the sideline, making something out of nothing. And he's going to pick up 8 yards as a Chieftain knocks a South Haven Ram down at the end of the play. And he goes flying 10 yards.
I was going to say, I don't know if he knocked him down or sideways. That was a good hit. Good clean hit. It was out in front of the play that was developing behind him, so no flag there. Good clean Dowagiac Chieftain hit.
2 minutes to go in the ball game. Your Chieftains are down 34-7 here in the playoffs. We were hoping to go to Lansing, man. I had it all ready to go, Sean.
You know a little bit about that town, don't you?
I know. Yeah, I was ready. We were
You took
definitely
me to
ready.
Lansing a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Motion. They're going to give it to Collier. Going to the right side. There's a penalty on the play. Collier's got some room. He's going to cut across the middle and be tackled after a first down, but we got a penalty.
No way. No way. At least that was a moving violation.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That was a play action penalty.
Got to think that's going to be against Dowagiac.
Yeah, false start. They're going to hit us. That'll negate that first down. Chieftains with a couple good runs, though.
Time is running out on your Chieftains season. The sands of the hourglass are just dropping, Sean. It's not where we want to be, but I'm real proud of this Dowagiac team, you know. They've battled through a lot of adversity, just like all these other programs.
I'm proud for the fact they got to come out and play 7 games. Period.
Absolutely. Second down and a long 5. Wing T. Haynes is going to hand it off up the middle, and that big line is going to give a nice surge. Be a pickup of 5.
So Price will get 5. He'll still be just over a yard shy of moving the.
You know, you can tell kids about sportsmanship 100 times, but you'd rather have one teaching them. And Price has been real good at that all year long.
Yeah.
As you see him get up and slapping the guy's helmet that tackled him.
Yep.
Terrence has done a good job on varsity for 3 years. They're going to miss him next year. We're going to miss Bailey and Roach. There's a few other seniors that,
McPhail back, yep.
Ward, Collier, Lozano. Motion. Pitch to Russell. Russell gets out wide to the right. He's got some wheels, gets to the corner, and he's going to get the first down.
Moves the stick, stops the clock. 40 ticks left. Don't let the clock.
Nate Judd will miss.
Yeah, Nate Judd.
Stuart Smith. Michael Smith.
Michael Smith, Stuart Smith.
Dylan Anderson. Peyton Collette. Who else we gonna? They don't want to leave anybody out. Oh, Buddha Barnes. Gonna miss all those guys next year. Denny White. Don't forget about Denny White.
Yep, Brendan Lozano.
Big contributor. So we're gonna miss all those guys next year. So 20-some seconds to go here. First down and 10. Ball at the 40. Dowagiac going left to right. Got guys running all over trying to figure out where to go. Haynes lets them get set. Motion from White. Fake it one way. Give it off underneath the other. McPhail's not going to get very much. Let's see if Dowagiac calls a timeout here or they just let it go.
They'll let her go. They'll let her go.
Coach Brooks is going to let it go, and that's going to go. Let the season go. Dowagiac is going to lose here at home on the corner to South Haven. 34-7. Not the way the Chieftains wanted this game to go, but Sean, you know, you look at it, they were in the driver's seat in the second quarter, up 7-6, and South Haven was able to score, and then once they scored it towards the end of the half, they never looked back. They shut Dowagiac out in the second half as both teams go to shake hands. Chieftains ending this season not the way they wanted to, I know that. Coach Brooks has got to be proud of these kids. They played some tough competition this year. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Fence Master, Offensive and Defensive Player of the Game and the Year.
Historically, low mortgage rates are 3% mean you have powerful purchasing power to buy your next Real estate agent Randy Brooks, Michiana's top-selling real estate agency, Cressy and Everett Real Estate, provides the expertise to bring together the best home selling and